The state auditor just released an annual report that shows how the state used $13 billion in federal grants during the 2022 fiscal year. The audit uncovering how the state awards contracts and the impact on taxpayers. So in studio this morning, we have state auditor and inspector Cindy Byrd. Cindy, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
All right, so let's start with this first question. What's the purpose of this audit that was just released?
So each year, the state auditor's office is tasked to audit all of the expenditures of the federal funds for that fiscal year that the state just went through. So we're tasked to see if all federal expenditures aligned with what the federal grant was requiring of those expenditures.
All right, and what did you discover about OMES and the contracts that it has taken part in?
Well, the purpose of the audit is to report if there are any question costs, if something didn't align. But at the heart of what we found was that there are large vendor contracts not being competitively bid in the state of Oklahoma, and that would be the responsibility of OMES.
Can you explain more for our viewers at home who aren't familiar with what that means?
Okay, taxpayers should want competitive bids because only a competitive bid can ensure that we are getting the best price for the best product or service. And if we are just spending money with vendors, taxpayers can't be assured their money is being used efficiently.
And AG Gentner Drummond has now asked for an investigative audit of OMES. How does that differ from the report that you just released?
So the audit we released yesterday has to do with whether or not the money was spent the way the grants required. An investigative audit is going to go forward and all of the issues we reported where the money wasn't spent correctly. An investigative audit will go in and see who's responsible for that, and then the AG will be tasked to see what actions are necessary from that.
So what happens next? Could Oklahoma have to pay that money back?
Well, Kyla, this is why every taxpayer should care about this audit. Whenever we talk about millions of dollars being misspent, if the federal government decides to claw back those funds, and this has happened in the past for Oklahoma, taxpayers will be on the hook to pay those funds back.
Does the legislature have a responsibility here?
Well, the legislature is not responsible for spending the funds. That's the executive branch. But we are bringing this to the attention of the legislators because I really want them to understand there are so many exemptions carved out in law right now where we're not making sure we're getting the best product or service for the best price for the taxpayer.
What changes would you like to see?
I would like to see the exemptions gone, except in very specific emergency cases. You know, our governor didn't shut Oklahoma down during COVID. We could have still done due diligence to make sure we were competitively bidding some of these contracts. I want legislators to look at that and maybe tighten those laws up a little bit.
How can people read your full report and also get some more information from your office if they want to?
I have a newly revamped website. It's sai.ok.gov. They can go out there on the homepage. They'll see where we've just released this audit. Then they can read the press release that's a little shorter. The report's 200 pages. The press release is the Cliff Notes. And then they can get more information about not only that audit, but every audit we do for them.
All right, State Auditor and Inspector Cindy Byrd, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
All right.